Help me, Great Umu. I think I understand now. What? That was great enlightening, and thank you for your time. So you're willing to provide Queen Ramos your aid? Oh, are you guys done? Can we get started? I apologize for the trouble. From now on, I am completely at your service. I mean, that's fine, I guess, but I was pretty shocked when you two started fading. Is that some sort of demonic custom? Well, let's just say it's something like that. Who Lord Yi allows to call him by name? After going hand to hand, my suspicions about this demon lineage are confirmed. It seems that Beretta will make an excellent servant for Great Remus. Alright, Queen Remus, what do you want me to do? Let's see, just give me a second to think of a plan. What do you think? What kind of party would be sure to impress Ski? It's totally blank. What do I do? He's gonna make fun of me again. What would that guy do at a time like this? Oh, that's it. But I have a great idea. I think I know what you are thinking of. It's time for us to go to Tempest. And that's why you are my only hope. You came over here all of a sudden and start spitting off nonsense. What kind of trouble have you brought to my doorstep this time? You're so mean. I mean, it may be a little bit of trouble, but still, I know this is out of the blue, but do you have any idea how to hold a party? Like an event where you serve guests food and alcohol? This really is out of the blue. Do you mean to say you're hosting a party? It's not by choice, it's just sort of happened, and if I don't play the perfect host, my dignity as a demon lord will be called into question. The perfect demon lord party host, huh? That's such a vague request to have spun on you all of a sudden. Well, I won't ask too much about it, but what kind of party are you trying to hold anyway? They are telling me to make it a garden party. I see, I guess that's not so bad. Yeah, I just think of it as sort of a fancy picnic. A party where you chat with your guests while enjoying a light meal in a well-decorated garden. If it was a full affair at a castle with everyone in fancy dresses and dance floor now, that's another story. So you mean the bar is set pretty low, huh? The real sticking point is that you have to be a perfect demon lord host. In other words, they were expecting something a little more upscale. How many guests are you expecting? It's just 2, I guess, plus me and Beretta, of course. So 5 people in total, huh? That's a pretty reasonable size, basically like a casual house party. Here's my first piece of advice. Make sure you know what your guests like. And be creative. Even with the same old ingredients, the meal can still taste special with a little extra effort put in. Make something like they like, but prepare it in a special way. We should ask her about their favorite foods when we get back. But what kind of special cooking methods do you have at your disposal? How about you use these as a reference? Is this a new sacred rating? It's what you would call a cooking manga. It even comes with the recipes, so you shouldn't have any trouble copying one of the meals. We will treat this book as with greatest care. And don't forget to use quality ingredients. Even the same meal tastes completely different depending on what you put into it. This is pretty helpful. Thanks a lot. Are there any magical beasts around here that are likely to become quality ingredients for our meal? We hunt them for food all the time around here. In that case, let's get down to business. It's time for some magical beast hunt. Preparing for fun. Well, I guess that should be enough now. We have plenty of magical beasts and wild vegetables to cook with. It doesn't need to be full dinner, so there should be enough for your main course. That's why originally the party was supposed to be tea and biscuits. If that's the case, you really don't want to make something too excessive. And with all of these different ingredients, I'm sure you have something that works well for a regular meal and a dessert. You know, our cooking aide said something pretty similar. Her biscuits are good enough that they will go with anything. Sounds perfect then. Now all you need is the beverages and maybe some small cakes to snack on. I wonder if she knows how to bake a cake. If she can make biscuits, I'm sure cake is no problem. But if you are not sure, I can always give you some of the cakes we ordered from on Gracia. Just because you're the host, that doesn't mean everything has to be homemade. Store-bought works too, as long as it tastes good. Not to mention, even store-bought cake was made by the hands of the bakers there. You're way too nice now. I'm determined to make you my disciple. I think I'm set on that front. What does that mean? We have figured out what to do about the meal, but we still need to prepare a venue. I hadn't thought about that until just now. The party's taking place in the Gel Spirit, so why don't you find a decent sized clearing and spruce it up a bit? It should be big enough to set up a table, and don't forget to cut the undergrowth down to a well kept lawn. The decorations could be something like some pretty flowers, or you could hang ornaments that should be enough to make it look like a respectable party venue. Before I forget, you are probably gonna need a table and tableware, huh? Do you have anything like that lying around at your place? Enough for myself, at least. I'll lend you some party supplies too. Your guests are the same size as normal people, right? In that case, why don't you make it a standing party and just take a table and some tableware? That sounds acceptable. Thank you for your generosity. You've helped us out so much. I can't thank you enough. We are friends after all. Good luck with the party. These ingredients are perfectly suited to Lord Yee's taste. I'm glad to hear it. Now we won't have to go looking for more. Here's our recipe book. Use it for reference. Please leave the cooking to me. Has the ingredients now for us to set up the venue. We have almost made our way through the spreader. All you spirits come this way, just drift right there and in those trees. Looking good. Those glowing lights Rimuru has around his town kind of reminds me of spirits we have here. This dusty glow, they have matches up pretty well. How's it going on you over there? I'm finished setting up the table, Queen Ramus. You know what? I think this looks perfect, no question about it. This is a great venue for a garden party, don't you think? I think we have done it, Queen Ramus. Looks like all our hard work was worth it. Doesn't she look happy? How adorable. Do you think this is the same recluse who stayed locked up in her room for thousands of years? I'm shocked at how smoothly this is all going. You have that mischievous look on your face again. This is just how I look anyway. I know I'm suppressing my aura to keep a low profile, but you really have a lot of guts to try to take me on. But I don't think you're gonna be crashing this party. Preparing the fun. Pop quiz. Looks like that's the last of them. You really do have a soft spot for Ramos, don't you? What are you talking about? After all, you were protecting her just now, weren't you? An enemy of Ramos is an enemy of mine. And what about how you suggested party with her all of a sudden? It's just a bit of fun. Plus, I thought it would motivate her a bit. The Demon Lord power structure has changed a lot as one of the most recent Walpurgis Council. She can't just stay cooped up in her room tinkering with junk. She has to set a good example for the new guys. You're so overprotective. Don't tell me you're not ready yet. Don't just barge in here before we are done setting up. I'll call you when we are ready. Just waiting around is no fun. My apologies, Guy. The food should be done shortly. Still, this place looks pretty good. You really cleaned up when you try, don't you? Something of this level is nothing if you put my mind to it. I showed you, didn't I? When you put your mind to it, huh? Even with Beretta Hugh, I highly doubt Ramos was able to do all of this without additional help. Was instructed to only do what Ramos tells her, so it must be him. You're telling me you're the one who helped her out, aren't you, Rimuru? What's with that face? Don't tell me you think I'm lying. That's exactly what I think. This is too good for something you thought up alone. It's almost as if you got someone to give you the vase. Am I the one? Am I on the right track, Ramos? Tell me, did you really come up with this all on your own? Who do you think you are talking to? Of course I came up with this. This is nothing to me as a student of the Sacred Raiden. You mean to say that your Sacred Raidens gave you the knowledge to set up the party venue? The Sacred Raidens are full of useful information like this. I'm only second in expertise to my master when it comes to Sacred Raidens. There's nothing I don't know. Yeah, yet another big statement in that case. I know that Loki's thinking of something sneaky again. You must be able to reproduce the ritual written in this book without fail then. What's he talking about? You're the one who says you have been studying them all thoroughly every day. Don't tell me you can't do it. Of course I can do anything. Please don't make such a rash promise. About the ritual I found in this book, it seems to be a ceremony performed when two humans become life partners. You must mean the wedding. Those show up all the time in romance novel. It looks like the person in charge of the ritual is this guy right here. You do this his will. You want me to be the pastor? And Velzod will play the people being partnered, so you read this old guy's line. Sounds easy enough, right? Can the bride and the groom please enter? You know we really don't have to keep going. It's fine, it's just for fun, so we should enjoy it through then. The only one enjoying this is you. Please, thank you all for gathering here today. From this day onward, these two shall be joined in matrimony. If anyone present has reason to object to this union, speak now or forever hold your peace. I guess someone had a pretty big objection. People really do object at these things, huh? This is no time to be joking around. Get rid of them. Invaded guests. Aha, I thought I was gonna die. Are you alright, Queen Remus? Poor thing, don't cry. Could Vezel and I be attracting them here, even with our oars suppressed? Have you calmed down? Let's finish up the ritual. You expect me to keep going after that? Are you a demon or what? You really are a demon. So I don't care how much of a crybaby you are. Don't treat my name as an insult and get up already. Don't think I'll forget this. In sickness and in health, in happiness and in difficulty, in wealth and in poverty, do you pledge to love, honor, comfort, and support one another with your full hearts as long as you both shall live? Okay, I guess that's the end of it. See, I did it just like that, I said. It really does look like you can do whatever you put your mind to it. How wonderful, you really recited the whole thing perfectly. I'm impressed. Really, I really did a good job. I'm so proud of you. I win this round. Since when were we competing? But yeah, you passed this test. I guess you really have been reading these books thoroughly. I would never lie about that. I swear on my master. What a lovely smell. Sorry to keep you waiting. Your meal is served. There you are. Sorry you had to do all of this cooking by yourself. Thanks so much. It's no trouble at all, not to mention the instruction book you gave me was quite the interesting read. You know, my sacred raid and they even contain knowledge about cooking. It's just as I have been telling you, the sacred raidens are really wonderful tombs. So we are having a meal described in your sacred raidens, huh? I'd like to try a taste of it. Does everyone have a glass? Okay, let's start. Remus, garden party. Cheers. Hey, cheers. You have done a magnificent job. Everything smells so good and it looks delicious too. You are really something. Everything looks so good. I can't decide what to eat first. Good presentation and a good aroma too. This is such an unusual smell, isn't it? What kind of spices did you use? The ingredients were prepared by Queen Remus. What's wrong? Not more magical beasts. Queen Remus, look out. Protect the queen, you guys. The spirits are protecting Queen Remus. The beast was attracted by the smell of food. And not just this time, the one from before may have been drawn here by the smell too. I'll be okay, it's me who should be protecting you. Queen Remus. Threatening me is useless. I'm the one-punch queen. You need some help? This is my responsibility as a spirit queen. Besides, I wouldn't be a good demon lord if I made my guests work, would I? Guess you're alright. Let's go, Bretta. The Queen of Spirits takes action. Alright, me and Bretta for the win. You were amazing. We're all good. Thank goodness. But what keeps causing magical beasts to attack our party? This may be the cause of our problems. You mean Misery's cooking? Your cooking was too good. It smells better than anything that I have ever encountered in my life. It makes sense that the magical beast would be drawn to it. I don't know if it was the ingredients or the spices, maybe both. Either way, the smell must seem irresistible to the beast of this force. So irresistible, in fact, that they won't even scared off by our presence. Is that something that's really possible? The way they have been acting is the only thing that makes sense. Suggested this food on purpose, the magical beast here, but that's unlikely. He's not foolish enough to think the beasts of this force could actually take me down. I think I really underestimated you, Ramos. You stepped up to the challenge and protecting the spirits. Oh, it's not how I would have done things, but still, your actions are worthy of a demon lord. You give me an open compliment. You're so mean, and just when I was thinking of rewarding you with a biscuit. Wow, look at all these yummy looking toppings. It's delicious, it's wonderful. I'm in heaven. It's almost like you're a different person than the one who was just valiantly protecting her spirits. You're adorable with your cheeks stuffed full of food. That's more like it. The Remus. I don't know. I suppose I should thank you for throwing a good party. It was a fun way to pass the time. Don't tell me that's the real reason you wanted to hold a party. Whatever happened to proven myself as a demon lord. You should be honored that I was messing with you. What is there to feel honored about? I can't stain you. How about I show you the strength of the one punch queen? Don't get so angry. You will ruin your pretty face. Why don't you have another biscuit? This one's delicious and soft. I never get tired of seeing that face. Curious about that Rimuru. Books, cooking. What other odd stores of knowledge does he have locked away? There's still so much about him that I don't know, but that's what I find so intriguing about him. Well. Thank you. Oh God. Thank you all for watching. Catch you next.